1.5. And you're live.
Hey! How's everybody doing?
Wait, we gotta pin ourselves.
Pin me.
Yeah.
Hi! Hey! Welcome to Laugh Hard.
Welcome. Hi. Welcome.
Are we a little blurry? Our connection might not be great, but
It makes us look younger.
it kind of does. Takes away all the lines.
You're looking good.
Welcome to Laugh Hard. I'm Sarah,
And I'm Shayna.
and we're gonna be your hostesses this evening.
This is Sarah's shirt. I'm still getting used to it. Like, I think...
Our connection might not be great.
Oh God, you gotta turn it off. Oh God.
Sorry.
Okay.
We were echoing.
I
We're
have to
fine now.
change my sound.
We're really excited for today's show,
Yeah.
and give it up for yourselves virtually for being here.
Virtually clap, which just means clapping.
And if you're on YouTube, watching us on YouTube, we're monitoring the. Wait, I think we pinned our video.
You too.
I did, but it's not working.
Because in your phone, it's still on gallery view.
Wait, what? No.
Yeah, it has to, because we're not
Okay, I did
Wait a
it.
minute.
It's supposed to be pinning. It's supposed to be just the one video. It's fine. We're gonna figure it out. You don't need to look at us. We're
Hold
beautiful. We
I'm so good at Zoom during the day.
we're super excited.
Spotlight video.
Oh, there we go.
The host has spotlighted your video for everyone. Thank you.
It's okay. It doesn't look like it yet on the YouTube. But if you're here on YouTube, feel free to comment away because we're monitoring comments, and we want this to be participatory. We've got an incredible lineup of people here to do comedy for you over Zoom
So many fucking
on
funny
a
people.
Monday.
So many. Okay, it's a Monday night. I don't know.
And we're just stoked. So sound off in the comments if you're here and if you want to participate and want to have fun.
Hi, Sarah. Hi, Nelly.
And especially and if you're related to either of us, definitely
Please
sound
give
off.
us money.
And
This is our Venmo. So yeah, all these comics perform professionally all over New York. So they're usually getting paid because it's like their job, and now they can't really do their job, so they need money. And we appreciate them for their time and making us laugh and helping us forget for a second about the poop storm that's going on outside. So this is our Venmo, and I like this shirt.
you look really nice. Yeah, you look really nice. Tell Shayna she looks nice.
Please tell me I look nice.
That's the only thing that's going to keep her going. And I have to share a house with her, so like.
I know. Well, this is the first time I put on lipstick in a long time.
It looks good. What should we tell the good people here at Laugh Hard a little bit about what we did this weekend?
I think we should. Yeah. So we went to the park. I don't know if anybody went out to the park, and most of you assholes didn't wear a mask. And I'm sorry, but that's not. Come on, like,
It's fucking rude.
what do you want? You get to go outside. Just wear it, right?
Right. Okay. So
You run in a mask.
I have thought I run in a mask, and it's horrible. Nobody likes it. But my new favorite activity, now that we have a mandate to wear masks, is to just like stare at everybody who's not.
I'm so mean with my eyes.
Just like follow them with my eyes.
Really?
That's
Especially when they're with kids, and you're like,
It's better if you add a
shame. For shame. Yeah. What the fuck?
public health. You know.
Yeah.
And I flicked off a truck driver today who wasn't wearing one.
See, that is, it's given us this new sense of empowerment.
I've gone full Karen in quarantine, I think.
Full Karen, full like Will and Grace Karen.
No, I've gone full white bitch Karen.
Oh.
Full on, like,
Yeah.
what the fuck are you doing? Put a mask on.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know?
Well, you're just, but you're the white bitch that's like, everyone knows she means well. She might be annoying as hell, but like, she means well. She needs to do a little bit better, but she means well.
She could change her approach a little bit.
Yeah, it's her approach. It's how she says it.
And so we were on the way back from the park today, or not today. We didn't go today, but yesterday we went to the park.
Yeah, I didn't leave the apartment today.
And we you didn't leave the apartment today. You're crushing. We saw a chubby guy.
You know, once in a while you'll come across a chubby guy.
It's fine. Look, I love bodies of all types on women, probably because of the gay thing. And but there's something about a chubby guy that really fucking pisses me off. I don't know. Like they're just here. What gives you the right? You know, chubby guy outside the laundromat. Like, what gives you the right to walk around like you have a healthy relationship with your body?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I get that. Yeah. There's no awareness.
It's
no
not
self-awareness. Like a fat guy will like squeeze in between two people and like be shocked that he doesn't fit.
Yeah, I know. Fuck that guy.
And like a woman will like not even try.
Right. Is this not landing?
Is this relatable?
I just hate that their girls look like they're squeezed into the clothes that they wore when they were 15, you know?
Well, I think we should talk now about what we've been baking.
Oh, good idea. We have a list of topics like this is a talk show.
Yeah. People who are staring at people who are not wearing masks. Yeah,
There it
that's
is.
one of our bullets.
We covered that one.
We had all day, so we wanted to do good work, you know? Okay, so I made a chocolate. This is my first time like really baking to the next level. I made a dark chocolate orange cake and the icing was disgusting, but it was really good. It kind of, it looked like semen. Just all over it. But the cake was great and I could have used a bit more orange. I'm experimenting with flavors.
We're watching Great British Bake Off.
Yeah,
and
it's not as
pretending
good
that
this
we know
season
what
though
we're
because
doing.
they're not, the old hosts are better.
Basically, we're watching Great British Bake Off and pretending that we know what we're doing.
Hi,
But
everybody.
has anyone? And we're not good at it, and I don't even
Not good at
try baking.
Hey, I am
Not
not
like
mediocre.
British Bake Off. Good.
No, you could do that. It's easy. Come on.
All right. Well, you know.
I could do it in my sleep.
I don't know.
Eggs.
I'm at the point of Great British Bake Off where I cry every time something gets eliminated.
That was rough. Yeah, I cried today. My sister posted, she's a elementary school music teacher, and she posted a video of herself playing the flute. And I watched it and I cried. And I was like, I'm going to send her a picture of me crying because she's going to appreciate that so much. I don't know why this went through my head. I'm PMSing. But I sent it to her and I texted underneath, cried when I watched your video. And she just texted back, aw, AWW.
Yeah, she didn't seem as supportive as
I was like
she was
expecting, I don't know, I was expecting more from you.
Well, Sarah, if you're on, feel free to comment on the YouTube and dispute your reaction.
Yeah.
Guys, I think we should start the
I
show.
think we should
with our
probably
first
start.
song. But before we do that, we want to remind everyone that we do have a Venmo here. Please donate what you can to support these amazing comedians. We're poor. Here it is. Donate. We'll shout you out if you donated. Let us know. We love you.
Who else are you going to give it to, you know? All right. So first up, we have one of the funniest ladies in New York. By the way, these are the 5 funniest ladies in New York, so. But Maddie performs all of, why am I talking with like a Tori Piskin New York accent?
Live your life, girl.
I don't know what's going on. Oh my God, Ken.
She's a Broadway baby.
Shout out Tori Piskin. She performs all over New York. She's on Nick Cannon's Wild and Out. She's so freaking funny. Give it up virtually for Maddie Smith.
Hello, everyone. Can you see me? Can you hear me? Can you feel my energy floating throughout your quarantine stays? I think a lot of us are in New York City, a lot of the comedians here. Oh my God. I know we're all trying to be, it's not like the most ideal situation, but I gotta thank this guy upstairs, God, because before coronavirus, my boyfriend didn't want to move in, and now, yeah, motherfucker. We're stuck together. What's up, Andrew? I'm looking at him. He's in the room right there. Anywho, it's been such a weird time. We've been quarantined for over 60 days now, right? And it's kind of like there's some silver linings, like Corona, being in quarantine has given me a lot of free time to take everything personally. Oh my gosh. Have you guys been thinking about middle school? I have. This happened the other day. I overheard my boyfriend complaining about me on his podcast, so I gave it a 1-star review. What's up, motherfucker? A lot of men took that personally on Twitter. I will say, though, that I've gotten very comfortable in quarantine. Not going to lie. I have been enjoying my lifestyle. And you will find me protesting when New York City reopens, okay? Because I will not be returning to my lifestyle before this. And I also think that Zoom should be a banned word after the quarantine. Because if I hear that, I will be flying into a PTSD episode. It's gonna be sad. I'm living off unemployment right now. Not to fucking brag. Highly recommend. What do they think? I'm making $1,100 a week because I told them I work for myself. I feel like a scammer. I don't know what's going on here. It's amazing. But my boyfriend still makes a lot more money than me. I cannot recommend this more. Date a guy who makes more money than you. Susan B. Anthony can suck my dick. It's amazing. I love dating a guy who makes more money than me. But I have to pretend that I want to pay the bill. He makes so much more money than me that when we go out to eat, it's pointless for me to pay the bill. But you have to pretend that you want to, right? Have any of you guys ever done the fake reach for the wallet when the bill comes? This is how it goes. The bill comes, they put it down on the table, and you have to go, wait, let me, and then you do the reach down for the wallet. You do the reach into the purse, right? And then if he doesn't see you, you have to go again. Let me, until you hear the words, no, I got it. Until you hear it, though, you have to keep going. It's a dance move. Pay the bill. Pay the bill. Pay the bill. Until finally he puts his card down. And I've saved so much money by doing this. And you know what? I don't feel bad. You know why? Because guys do the same thing during sex, right? After they come, they're like, wait, let me, You're like, nah, you'll get me next time, buddy. I know you're on a budget. Yeah, I do have no money. It's really unfortunate. You guys have debt?
Yeah.
Zoom? Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I have a lot of student debt, and I moved to New York already in debt. I moved to New York with $40,000 of debt. And now I have $45,000 of debt. Yeah. Because when Cardi B told me to make money move, I accidentally moved the money in the wrong direction. And I don't know if you guys have a ton of debt, but when you have it, you think about it all the time. My debt consumes me. Like, I went on a date with this guy, and he was like, do you have any interest? And I was like, so many. I have 12% on a federal loan and 10% on a private, and then I have a floating rate. What the hell is that about? It changes with the seasons. The worst part about my debt is that it's super embarrassing. It keeps growing, and I can't control it. And I majored in economics, which is like the worst. I learned about the problem, and then I just became part of it. It's so sad. I'm like if Ted Bundy majored in women's studies. But that's not too dark, right? That's pretty straightforward. We get it. But I would never, ever pay off my debt. It's like on the last thing that I'm going to defer till I die, right? Because like the UN said the world is ending in 12 years because of climate change. Okay, I bought a Hummer to make it happen faster. Vroom, vroom. Put on the credit card, because when you're poor, credit cards are gift cards. Hell yeah, that's right. That's a life hack for you guys. So I'm never going to pay it off, but I would have sex with a guy if he paid off my student loans, right? Yeah. I would never sleep. Thank you, Tracy, for the audience. I would never sleep my way to the top, but I would for sure sleep my way to breaking even. Doesn't that sound great? Come on my tits, just give me in the black, baby. That's why I give head. Come. Oh man, sucking dick sucks, doesn't it? I cannot get over it. Let's pivot over to a sex joke, because why not? I used to hook up with we're all like New York City comedians. We've had a lot of bad sex, right? Like it happens. Yeah, Christiana, I see your statuses. I know what's going on with you. You went to Mexico and just to get dick. That was great. That was the best. And then you came back. You're like, the dick was bad. It's a bad. I love talking to you. But we've all experienced bad sex, right? I remember a couple years ago, like before I was with my beautiful boyfriend, I hooked up with a guy who got whiskey dick. You guys know what whiskey dick is, right? It's when a dude sits on the edge of your bed and yells, "This never happens." No. And then you text your friend and you're like, "Yo, it's happening again. What the fuck?" And then he says something like, "Hold on, I can fix this. If I'm inside of you, I can get hard." And I'm like, I don't understand your logic, but come on in. And then it's like squeezing Play-Doh into a thimble. And is that too graphic? I really don't. It's crazy. You're lying there. You forget he's going inside of you. You're just lying there like, should I go to grad school? But I try not to get mad when whiskey dick happens, though. You know, like it's purely physical. Guys really want to have sex, but they can't get aroused. It happens. There's a female version of whiskey dick, and that's when women really, really want to have sex, but we can't get aroused because men talk. So annoying, isn't it? Every Saturday I'm like, oh my god, I wanted to fuck, but you told me you're close with your mom. Oh man, Italians, right? Isn't it crazy we can just make fun of Italians, but any other race would be like, whoa, you're a problem. Italians. Let's see. How am I doing on time? These Zoom shows, I'm always like, it's been either 1 minute or 2 minutes. Okay, cool. You don't have to like me then. I'll do a couple more jokes and then we'll skedaddle. The Zoom shows, you really feel like you've been on for 40 minutes and they're like, you've done a minute. I'm like, well, I'm still going to get paid. So I do have no money. Like I said, the cool thing about life with no money is that you can just keep like taking on debt, right? Like the more debt you have, the less it matters, right? So since I'm terrible with money, I joined the most expensive gym in New York because if I'm going to be poor, I'm going to be hot, right? Put me on the streets, but make it a corner. And I don't want to say what the gym is called for legal purposes, but it sounds like Equinox. And it's an amazing place. That all the models exercise there, and me. And I saw Corona, but I was like, hey, I want to do this. And she was like trying to help me, and she was like, Maddie, tell me your personal fitness goals. And I was like, Brittany, first of all, I want people that at Equinox to think I am a member of Equinox. And she was like, anything else? And I was like, okay, I would like to have sex with the lights on. And she was like, can you get more specific? And I was like, and with another person. Sounds amazing. Guys, that is my time. Thank you so much for having me. What an amazing show. Thank you for coming to Laugh Hard. Give it up for Shane and Sarah.
Yeah. Great work. Good work.
Thank you.
Tell us how much you loved Maddie, because
Yeah.
we're monitoring the comments.
We're watching you.
Oh shit. Oh shit. I love that.
Don't forget it. That's the Venmo right
it is.
there. Talk hard. Donate that shit. I don't know.
Oh, I have it. Okay.
Your one job,
have
dude.
it.
Your one job.
Hey, I have a lot of jobs and I'm high right now, so you can't
Check
really
out-
blame me.
Venmo us because we're
Don't I look
poor
like
and we
Lisa
love
Rinna when
you.
I do this?
What are you? Is that like? Are you
Do you know
talking
who
to me?
that is? Well, yes, but that has nothing to do. Okay, our next comic is another one of my favorites.
We love her.
She's
so
the one
so
that went to Mexico for Dick.
Well, okay.
Sorry if I spoiled anything.
That's your credit for now.
One of our favorite people in the world. Give it up for
Favorites.
Christiana Jackson.
Guys, give it up for our host. Yeah. You know, before these like online shows, I would play this for men who gave me good dick. I'd be like, hey, before you leave, don't forget, thank you so much for the dick. And then I would give them the round of applause. And a little awkward, whatever you want. That's fine. It was like, I'm like, I'll see you tomorrow. Okay. Also, I just want to clarify, I didn't go to Mexico for dick. I just get dick wherever I go. So that's what it is. Wherever I am, I'm getting some dick. But the best part were the fingers, surprisingly enough. The dick was small, but the fingers were fantastic. So that was the surprise of Mexico. Ladies, how are you doing?
Good.
right, Sean, how are you guys doing? You asked before about food. I've been having, so this is the thing. My whole life has just been like, I'm solo quarantining, and so I've just been cooking and cleaning. I feel like a husbandless housewife. That's all my life is right now. So what I decided, like, I need to have a bougie a bougie quarantine. I'm living like I'm living my best life inside, you know, like avocado toast with mimosa. That's what I had for lunch. Before that, I did some yoga. I'm having Cornish hens, you know, it's fantastic. I feel like a medieval king. It's really, really good. Although it does make me sad that I don't have a husband. I will say that much. I'm like, how am I cooking this good? And my pussy is this good, and I don't have a husband. If anyone on YouTube can figure that out for me, that would be fantastic. But it's funny because, like, so my friend told me he was like, oh, you know, you're like living like some white girl's life. And I'm like, no, they wish their life was like mine. It's been very fantastic. Spin classes, really, really good. But so the quarantine, like, I feel like I've been getting a lot of unsolicited advice from people, you know, and it's always stuff I already know. It's always just basic information. Comics are not that bright. That's what I've learned. So, like, my friends will be like, hey, how's your quarantine going? And I'm like, I'm bored and I'm horny. And they'll go, have you tried masturbating? And I'm like, yes, of course. How do you think I've been spending my free time for the past 27 years? I mean, the other day I edged myself so much, I almost missed an online show. Like, obviously I know how to masturbate. The thing is, that's not the cure for horniness, you know? Waiting for your evil grandma to die. That is the cure for horniness. Let me tell you, I was dry for 9 days. It was a roller coaster. This is what happened. It was a Monday, 3 weeks ago. My sister calls me up, freaking out. She's like, Grandma's in the hospital and she's gonna be dead by the end of the day. Now, like I said, she's evil. So I hadn't talked to her in 10 years. It was a big, very dramatic. I had to put off spinning. It was a lot of like calling the hospital, talking to her. It was very emotional. I still spun. I spun while crying because when people are dying, it's time to get fit. That's what I've learned. It's not time to be lazy when everyone's dying out. So that was on a Monday, right? She said she'd be dead by the end of the day. Then it's Tuesday, Wednesday. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Is she dying or not? I talked to my mom. She's like, oh yeah, Grandma just had lunch and she's taking a nap. And I'm like, well, okay. First of all, this woman, she had hernia surgery. She got bad lungs and a bad heart, right? Like, if she survives Corona, she's definitely a demon. That's what I figured out. I'm like, if she survives this, I've been saying for years, this woman's horrible, but she's a fucking demon, right? I was like, that's my goodbye. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to, like, my mom was like, let's video chat with her. I was like, no, that is my goodbye. It doesn't matter to me if she dies in 2 days or in 20 years. There's no expiration date on a death goodbye. That's how I feel about it. And then I started getting nervous because if she didn't die, I knew two things would happen. One, she would call me up for money like nothing happened. And then two, she would invite me to some weird, creepy church event like Brides of Christ. It's plural, by the way. Brides of Christ. I didn't know that Christ was a polygamist. It was news to me. I guess in the Baptist church, he can do whatever the fuck he wants. We're not Mormons. So anyway, then I'm just waiting. It's like 9 days later, and she finally died on Easter because she's a drama queen and she does love Jesus. I was like, of course, she had to die on fucking Easter, of course. And then, surprisingly enough, I got horny again. A few hours later. I mean, also, my grandmother was a hoe, so I did feel like it was a fitting tribute, you know? Like, it's Easter, I want to have my own he has risen moment, and he did. So that was great. And then because I'm also a hoe, I was like, wait a second, because the guy who came over, he does not last long. If you got weak dick and a strong cuddle game, this is your time, all right? People are lonely. We're lonely, we're sad, we're desperate for human contact. I was like, he's gonna give me 47 seconds of dick, but lots of cuddling. And that's what I needed. But then I was like, wait a minute. By the scientific process of when it rains, it pours. If I fuck this dude, all the other dudes are gonna come back, and then I can get even better sex. And that is exactly what happened. It was fantastic. I hooked up with a guy whose grandmother also just recently died. We had grandma sex. It was hot, man. Let me tell you, we were up for hours. We were up pretty much all night. Maddie, you're talking about sucking dick. I sucked his dick for over an hour. It was fantastic. Because you know what? I honestly, at some point, I was like, it's been a while. And I was like, you are in quarantine. You have nothing else to do. You know, you might as well just indulge. You might as well enjoy it. Plus, I don't want to get dull. I like to stay sharp. You know what I mean? I'm like, I don't know when I'm going to be able to suck a dick again. Might as well, keep that throat open as much as possible. But the weird thing was, like, at one point, so we're sitting there, like, we were on a break. We were in bed. We're, like, cuddling. He was Puerto Rican, so he's all, cariñoso. And then all of a sudden, like, the door to my bedroom just, like, creaked open. And both of us looked like, whose dead grandma is this? Neither. It was just the wind. It was fantastic. But sadly, 2 days later, his mom died. That's the problem. You can't even have fun these days. Everything fun leads to tragedy. So I don't know. If anyone out there is interested, if anyone's Latino, I do speak Spanish, and I do cook a lot of really good food. And I willingly suck dick for an hour. So please feel free to hit me up. But other than that, thank you. I've been doing a lot of, you're talking about fat guys. I've been doing a lot of cardio because I hooked up with a fat guy. Let me tell you something. Nothing will show you how to shape you are like fucking a fat dude. It's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. I had no idea. I usually fuck very hot men. You know, like several men have done push-ups in my living room. Unprompted, by the way. Like I don't have some kind of push-ups for the barter system. I'm not encouraging them in the corner. This bit is too long. Let me fast forward. Okay, here's the thing. He's fine. I don't want to run the light on a fucking Zoom show. That's fucked up. Anyway, basically,
that guy story. Yeah.
Can I ask Tracy a question real quick? I feel like you have a magic cup. Like you keep drinking, but then there's still the same amount of liquid in it. Did anyone else notice that? I'm like, every time you take the sip, it's still just as full.
No,
it's like a magic trick over there.
I
Anyone
keep
else
pouring
notice that?
I keep pouring more into it.
Great.
I was like, Tracy's a goddamn magician. That's what she's been doing during the quarantine. Pulling fucking ribbons and shit. I was like, how does her cup keep staying just as full? Okay, anyway. Long story short, he is fine. I'm glad because I didn't even know his full name, right? And I thought he was having a heart attack. And I just feel like it's not. Oh, I'm muted. Okay, I'm done.
Oh,
Oops.
no.
Bye, guys.
No, you're good.
I was muted. I was like, oh shit. Basically, I thought he was having a heart attack, but he's fine, and I'm glad that he's not dead. Because I feel like I didn't know his full name. I don't feel like it's professional to call up an ambulance with somebody's Instagram handle. That's the best way I can end. That's a really long bit. Shouldn't even started it. But thank you guys so much. Give it up for our host.
Oh my God. Christiana, you're the only person I know who is like, where's the dick? That's what I miss most is the dick.
Is that what you miss most?
The damn, you know what I miss most about the real world? The outside world.
I get tense. I need it.
You need some dick.
Hey, you know
I
what?
get tense. It's really bad.
I cannot relate. I don't think I liked the dick when I got the dick. I was like, oh, this is an indicator of something. Maybe you should have figured this out when you were 13. I don't know. I don't get that. That's so weird.
Next.
Oh, wait.
What? Oh,
What's our
Don't
suggested
forget.
donation?
our suggested donation is $20.
$20, bitches. $20 because look,
All right, you're not bitches.
you're so
This
beautiful.
isn't how you sell.
I meant that YouTube. I meant it in a loving way. $20 suggested donation. But look, it's hard times for us all, so give
Yeah,
what
no
you
pressure,
can.
no pressure.
We love you. Talk hard. Venmo. Go ahead and give us a little
Thanks for
donation.
just watching.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Thanks for supporting these fabulous ladies. And we're gonna bring up another one.
Yeah,
Want to do the honors?
me. Tracy McClendon is freaking awesome. And I took her to Rikers Island to perform, and she made a lot of friends. And she is so freaking funny. And she wrote for Jesus and Mero, didn't you?
I work in like, so not writing.
Okay. Well, she worked on the show, and it's a funny show, so she's funny, and that's what that means. Okay. Tracy McClendon.
Oh. Man, let's start the rumor that I write for Jesus and Mero and then get me canceled on Twitter because they'll be like, we don't know that bitch. Yeah, I went to a Rikers show with Shayna, and whoa, that was an experience. I was the only girl comic, and then there were like 5 dudes who were like, I'm really scared to go into Rikers, and I was like, I feel like I'm going to see a cousin of mine. Like I'm pretty sure that my family is strong in Rikers. I'm so glad Christiana fucking called out my magic drink. This is my first Zoom show, so this is a lot of tequila, and I kept pouring pineapple juice on top of it because the first iteration was so much tequila that I was like, if I just keep sipping this down, I'm gonna get the ratio right eventually. Still not quite right. I still taste it, but I am loose. So you said, Christiana, you said that your grandma was a hoe.
Yes.
I'm like from several generations of hoe. Like I have a family of hoes. I've been told that dick sucking runs in my family, like good dick sucking. My mom thinks that the average blowjob lasts half an hour. And does that mean my mom is like amazing at blowjobs or terrible at blowjobs? Like who's sucking dick for half an hour and it's not like completed? Like there's an end to a blowjob. And I'm like, your average, she has a full-time job and 2 kids. Like she's spending half hours on dick sucking on average. Like I can't even, and then I'm just like, well, what if like my dad does finish and she's just like, no, I gotta make it to 30 minutes. Like maybe I should be calling, I don't know, Adult Protective Services or something. Cause I feel like every time I've sucked a dick, just me. But when a guy is done, he's like, please don't touch me anymore. Oh, Tracy, you're breathing very hard towards me. And I'm like, ow, very sensitive. Maybe bring some of that sensitivity into your emotional life and don't say that I'm bigger than your last girlfriend. That makes me feel bad. No, I got called dense once by a guy. Like he was like, you're small but dense. He was like, I didn't think you'd be so solid. Which is a very nice way of saying that he couldn't lift me during sex. But I don't really take that as like a thing about me because I just date men who are weak. Like, I'm not fat. You just don't have any biceps. Like, you have no upper body strength. So I'm not taking that one on. I'm sorry. Like, lift from the fucking knees. I don't know. Figure it out. There's a way. I feel like in quarantine, in these Zoom chats, I've been getting like the same note a lot, which is that my camera is never at the right angle. Like, it's either, like, guys are always like, you know, you got bigger titties than that, and it just looks like you're smooth. Like, I don't know if anybody who doesn't know me thinks I'm flat-chested, but there's heft down here. Just you see the beginning of the big mamma jammas. I'm like very irritated with the whole quarantine situation that's going on though. So I'm seeing a lot of like lithe boobed women talking about finally don't have to wear a bra, and I'm like, you bitches haven't been wearing bras for like 3 years, okay? Don't be like, oh, now that the quarantine's happened, we're not. No, you're like, this is big titty girls not wearing a bra time, okay? You don't need to also talk about like you haven't been wearing bras. I know those bandeau tops that you. What the hell is a bandeau? Bandeau? Does that? I don't even know how to fucking say it because I will never be able to wear one. Like, I'm not trying to. There's a real loggerheads of like big titty versus small titty. Everybody like small titty like I have problems. Like people think I look like a boy. Blah, 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 blah. And I don't care. I'm sorry, your problems are nothing. Okay, I am the true sufferer. Do you guys? I have in arm's reach a cream. This is a cream that I've put together to put under my breasts so that my skin doesn't split open from the chafing, because that's how big my breasts are. And if you don't have a cream for your breasts, I don't think that you get to talk about your breasts being an issue. I'm sorry. Like, I just feel like, I don't know. I have a lot of issues. I feel like there's this whole narrative that like having like if you have like springy breasts, you get to wear those sheer tops and you get to have your nipples. Like free the nipple is for girls whose nipples are not the size of saucers. Okay, like free the nipple is for those cute little nipples that are like, hey, I'm a nipple. Like that's why it's called a nip slip. All right, because if I had a nip slip, it'd be a nip industrial accident. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be. It doesn't slip out. Okay, like it's a problem. It's a nip landslide. Like I feel like okay. So I think that girls with springier breasts should wear more modest clothing because it's up to big titty. Like I feel like it's a situation where it's like, don't take it out if you don't have enough to share with the class. You know what I mean? Like, you know that rule with the snacks in school where it's like if you don't have enough snacks for everybody in the class, you can't have your snack out. I just feel like there's enough for me. No, this sounds really body shaming. It's not. I'm just being so bitter right now. Because every time that I complain about having big titties, people are like, oh, cry me a river. Oh, the big-breasted girl is upset about her big breasts. It's so hard for you to be attractive sexually to men. And I'm like, yes, okay, it is. You guys, like, people are like, oh, you must walk into stores and you must be like, oh, give me your stuff for free because I have breasts. How do you monetize breasts? I've never gotten something for free from my breasts. I've always gone into stores, people stare at my breasts, and then I pay for the item. What's the step where it becomes free? Like they just look like they're already out. Like, do I walk around with a curtain and I'm like, behind this curtain are women you've never seen. At that point, we should all walk around with a curtain, and then you springy girls, like you can just be like, ha ha, Jack in the Box, you know, like one of those scenarios where it's. I'm not gonna say it's a disappointment. I love springy breasts. I would happily trade. I have a whole cream that I put underneath to stop my skin from splitting. I realized that I just like did a really angry TED talk on donate. And this was comedy. It wasn't like trauma over several years. Give it up for your host and give it up for all the rest of the comics tonight.
That's our motto. This was comedy. It wasn't trauma. Someone with the body of a 12-year-old boy. I would co-sign all of that. Yeah, I would never want big boobs. We love you. Yeah. And I will love you, Trace. Ripple the curtain and I'm wearing a sports bra, just FYI.
Sick.
Because I'm a feminist, okay? And I'm not here for boob prison, okay?
Right, boob prison.
Should we put the Venmo back up?
Yeah, we should. Sorry, I'm really stoned from the weed I smoked before the show.
Oh, okay.
Talk hard. If you liked what you saw tonight,
Even if you didn't.
you're a pervert. You should be listening, not seeing, not objectifying us. But our next comedian is, Yep. Ooh. She's fine. She's like honestly a little. Here's Mia, I guess.
What?
We love her. She's
I'm
amazing.
kidding. I love Mia. Mia's my favorite. Mia makes me laugh, and she's in a band called Blue Cross Brooke Shields, and that also.
Whatever.
Here's Mia.
Were you gonna say I'm a little Jewy? Is that what you were gonna say?
Sorry, it's
a
true.
little Jewy. Well, guess what? I'm half Jewy, so you're right. It's just a little bit. Fuck you. I'm gonna try to talk now. Oh, Tracy got big boobs. That's nice. I do too, though. It's crazy you've never gotten paid for it, because I've actually gotten $100,000 million for my big boobs. So I think it's something wrong with you.
True.
Honestly. Can you guys hear me? Am I heard?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's sick. I love that part of this. Man, I'm here. I'm in a sauna. I'm still poor, but I have a sauna, so I don't know. Big boobs pays again. Man, but I was trying to. I think we were all trying to pursue stand up before all of this. We're doing a good job right now. Man, I just turned 22, like kind of during quarantine, and so before that I was 21, pretty sure, and trying to do stand up. That's stupid. Yeah, a young twat trying to do stand up with no life experience, you know, not a great combo, right? It's like, hey, you guys ever only know how to do blowjobs? And then your molars come in? Like I'm not trying to hurt your dick, but I'm teething here. So that's my blowjob bit. I'm trapped in this cage with my own thoughts. But the lighting's pretty good. Hey, man, another thing that happened right before quarantine is I lost my goddamn virginity. Can I get some? Yeah. You guys know that? Fuck yeah. Oh man, expectations were too high, and it was down there. But man, do I get to get rid of a lot of my material. So proud of me for that. No, you just got to reword it. Like this. Watch this. So I used to be a virgin. And you know, I didn't know if I should lose it. I was very nervous about it. If I should lose it, not lose it. But my mom gave me good advice. She was like, "Honey, virginity is just like a Band-Aid. I lost mine in the pool." Right. You know, so that's my mom, right? She can fuck anywhere. Anywhere. Am I doing all right? Here, look. There's 2 Mias. You guys want 2 Mias? You guys want 1 Mia? I don't know if you can see, but that's me on the fucking computer. Yeah, I'm prepared. I'm not. I'm reading. I'm reading off of, God damn it. No, but, you know, 20, what am I, 22? That's young, you know? It's a pretty young age to be, right? Relatively. But if you're old, you know, hey, that's cool too, brother. You know? All right? You know? Listen, I don't see age. Okay? Honestly, I only see race. Listen, if you're black, I'm gonna find out. So that's the end of that joke. Glad I said that. Ah, boy. Hey, Trump was in the news this year. See that? It's crazy. Boy. I miss it. I miss when Trump was just doing other bad, horrible stuff. Not this bad, horrible stuff. This is bad too. It's all bad. I don't know. Before he was like taking away rights of people, you know. He just liked to he liked to ban people. He tried to ban transgender people from the military, right? And he tried to ban Muslims from this country, just banning stuff like it's a prohibition, you know. So, soon we're gonna have to start making gays in a bathtub. Oh boy. You know what's gonna get expensive? Bootleg Mexicans. All right. So, God, whatever. Gays in a bathtub, 2 dicks. That's how we end that one, or save it, depending on if it did well. I can't tell. Hey, y'all getting your periods out there tonight?
Yeah.
Ooh, God, we should get some men on this lineup then. Yeah. No, that's great. Periods, you know, dripping cranky syrup, you know. Pancakes are ready. That's fun. Man, I think that we focus on periods way too much as a society, right? We focus on periods way too much. And Shayna, stop. You called me too Jewy earlier. You don't have a say. It's Jew time, baby. Okay. Whoa. You guys can't see it, but she just threatened to kill me with her finger. Are you going to finger me to death, Shayna? Because I'm not fucking gay, dude. Whoa. So, what was I saying about periods? Oh, I don't know. Oh, we focus on them as a society way too much, you know? It's just a bleeding vagina. Who gives a shit? I don't care. But whatever, dude, you know? I think that we should shoot women in the head. so that we can be focusing on the blood that's coming out of here, you know?
Oof.
Let's shoot. Shayna, you didn't say it. You didn't see it. Oh, it's a visual bit. Shayna, get back in the room. I'm doing this for you.
I'm sorry.
I'll do the bit again. I'll fucking do it again, man. I don't give shit, okay? I think we should shoot women in the head so that we can be focusing on the blood that's coming out of here, okay? You get it? It's very conceptual.
Yeah.
Not gay. Okay.
Whatever you say.
How's everyone else doing? Let me look at the comments. Are people saying nice things about me?
Ooh.
And hashtag pancakes. Oh, but that's just you guys just said that. Nobody else? Okay. I think someone said LMAO, but that might have been about Tracy. Yeah. Thanks. I'll write something.
Applies to all.
I'll write something nice to myself. Mia is not a little Jewy. She's beautiful. Wow. Thank you guys for saying that. Okay. Do I have more jokes? I got a fucking Jew joke now that you mentioned it, Shayna. Thanks for bringing that up. Here's an impression, okay? I have had it with these motherfucking Jews on this motherfucking plane. Okay. So, that is Samuel L. Jackson unknowingly on a birthright trip. Man, whatever, dude. I'm allowed to say that because I am half Jewish and half Samuel L. Jackson. So, I get to do that. How much? I'm not going to ask how much time. I'm professional. Did you like me? I didn't see it.
Yeah.
We gave you the light.
Adios, mio. Oh, well, that's my time. Let's bring it back to your great hosts. They're not Jewy at all. They're great. Whatever. Fucking, let's eat them up. And thank you. Bye.
Give it up for Mia. I was saying you're my little Jewy.
Okay.
Is that like My Little Pony?
Yeah,
they spell anti-Semitic.
Yeah. No, it's not. It's a celebration. No, it's okay. Moving on to our last comedian of the
Before we plug donations, Robbins one last time because it's our last comedian.
Yes.
And I had a great time.
I
here
had
with you.
Phantasmical
So-
time.
So fun. Such a fun
So
time.
fun, I made up a word.
Such a fun time. And if you've had fun too, which we know you have, just, throw some donations in this Talk Hard Venmo, or you can
Eat it.
I
I look like Sally from Charlie Brown.
think you look really nice in that shirt. I actually get annoyed that you look better in my clothes than I do, and I think that's the worst part of quarantine for me.
Sucks to suck.
Yeah, I know. Wow. So drop a donation, suggested $20, but give whatever you can. It all goes to support the fabulous artists that you've seen tonight. Talk Hard Venmo. But yeah, we'll bring up our last comic.
My last comic has an amazing original musical about about Sex Witch. I should have asked you guys what I should bring you up as.
Whatever.
Just say it. Jinx! Now you can't talk. Just kidding. Here's Maggie Lally. So fucking funny. She does improv and stand up, and she's an actress, and she's gorgeous, and she's amazing.
Whoa. Okay, I haven't acted in a while, okay? Yeah, I don't get paid to act. Anyway, let's move on. Is anyone else thriving in the quar? I think I'm absolutely thriving.
Okay, yes.
I'm not wearing pants. Bleeding out over here. Got my period. Mia was talking about periods, and there's blood all over my chair. Feeling good. What am I going to talk about? I mean, I have some new jokes. I guess I'll just kill it with those. I hate social media. I've been learning that, like, in this quar. I love the quar so much. I nicknamed it the quar. I'm fucking obsessed with it. I need at least 3 more months of this. I really don't want it to end. I hope there's a second wave of the pandemic. I'm like, bring it on, Corona. Hope I get it. Would be happy to go out this way. Anyway, back to my joke. Okay, I hate social media. It's just like so sad. And I get obsessed with getting likes. It's like the dopamine is so fresh, so amazing. And I have like 4 fake Instagrams just to like my own actual Instagram. And I literally comment with my fake Instagrams on my main Instagram being like, ha ha ha, you're so great. It's so sad. I do this on Twitter as well. I have 4 fake Twitters. The handle of one of which is called Maggie Lally. So I'm not that subtle. So that's me liking my own posts. One of my Instagrams has an actual full persona. It's me in a blue wig reciting haikus about pizza. And I call that character Ruth. Anyway, these are new. I have a really poor dad. He's impoverished. No money, daddy. If you ever read Rich Dad, Poor Dad, yeah, daddy has nothing. When he dies, I'm getting nothing. Told me when I grew up that rich people were evil, and now I'm like, you're the evil one, you know? And he also told me, like, it doesn't matter what people think about you, and it doesn't matter what you look like. And as I've grown up, I've learned that those 2 things are the only 2 things that matter. And I guess this is why, like, my dad, people think my dad sucks and he's ugly. Okay, so I had to quit improv. You were saying I do improv. I had to quit improv because I hate listening. Like, fuck you guys. I don't care that we're on the moon. I don't fucking give a shit about this. Yeah, I really am not a team player. As you can see by my one-woman shows. I literally, I actually am working on a new show, new musical. That's how I spend my time.
in the nude. I just work on this musical, and it's about depression. It's going to be really uplifting. People are going to absolutely love it. I have a lot of time on my hands, obviously, like we all do. I've been thinking a lot about like how I act in relationships. I did go through a breakup in January, and for the 9th time, same guy. Whatever, it's over. He started crying, and I started taking pictures of him. I was like, this is amazing. I was like, hell yeah, this guy's crying. Oh God, men do care. But I've been really weird, like in relationships, and I do the same bits in every relationship. Like, I do this thing where I play hide and seek in bed. Whoa. It's like, I literally make the guy be like, where's Maggie? Where's Maggie? And he finds me, and I'm like, I'm right here. It's so stupid. I also did this thing, like, I lied to this one guy I dated, and I was like, yeah, I'm into rape fantasies, okay? Just to be cool, you know? And then he started planning the day that we were going to do the rape fantasy, and I kept having to come up with excuses. I was like, oh, I'm bleeding out. I got my period again. Can't do the rape today. Anyway, this is a little dark. I'm realizing. Anyway, I also used to call my boyfriend mommy accidentally. Is that relatable? All right. Yeah, I'd be like, you know, mommy. I mean, Brad. You know. Anyway, I've been thinking so much about pop culture and how my own version of pop culture is just what's going on in my life. It's like I am pop culture. You know what I'm saying? The news feed is me. My news feed. Okay, this makes no sense. Anyway, let's move on. One time this guy, I find this weird. One time this guy told me he was attracted to me because I was so unstable. I was like, what the fuck? And he was like, yeah, my girlfriend is so stable. I was like, well, she sounds like a boring fucking bitch, you know? Yeah, I was like, I'm crazy. Woo, you want to date me? Yeah, I'm bipolar. Okay. Yeah, my mom, I am bipolar. That's what the psychiatrist said. Whatever. Who cares? Who cares? My mom was like, how are you coping? Oh, no, she goes, my mom was like, we thought you were just a self-absorbed bitch. I was like, no, I was ill, okay? Like, how are you coping? I'm like, one woman show, working on it. Anyway, yeah. I think it's weird. It's like, I was in the improv scene for a long time, right? I still kind of am. I still do musical improv, not to brag, you know, I'm obsessed with that. Okay. It's weird when you watch an improv show. It's like when you're dating some guy, and then it's like you watch his improv show and you're like, oh, here's a peek into his subconscious. I had no idea Brad was obsessed with incest, you know? Like, I'm like, I guess he's the guy for me. Anyway, yeah, I was dating this guy who, same guy who thought I was unstable. Now, tell me if this is not a red flag. When we would walk together, he would walk like ahead of me. Is that not a fucking sociopath move? He'd be like, I'd be like, wait up, you know, all adorable and shit. He'd be like, hurry up. I'm like, hurry up. I was like, fuck you know? And then I obviously broke up with him because he's a sociopath, right? And then I was hanging out with him and his new girlfriend, Healthy, I know. And we were all going to the same party. This is so real. He's a comedian, all right? So I don't give a fuck. I'll say his name. Okay, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Anyway, and then he walks ahead of the two of us. And I'm back here with the girlfriend, like, so are you some kind of little bitch or something? You know, you fucking speaking up, you dumb hoe. You know, no, I didn't say that. I was like, it's cold out, huh? Anyway, that was all new. I think I'm out of time, but thanks so much, guys. That's it for me. Thank you for listening. Give it up for your host.
Thank you.
Yay! Guys, we did it.
We did it.
First Lampard in the books.
I'm high-fiving all you in a line. Are you going to get to me?
Okay, wait. Okay, all right, cool. Great. We're going to have fun. Guys, thanks so much for joining. We're here every single week.
Every
right?
Monday.
Every Monday, 8 o'clock. Zoom,
I'll be here.
YouTube. We're not going fucking anywhere.
We're not going anywhere. And neither are you.
Neither are you. You have no better excuse. I'm going to put a bra on every week. It's going to be a sports bra. It's gonna be a sports bra.
And I'm going to wear this every week.
You look very nice. Guys, last chance, throw in some last minute donations if you didn't get to do it.
Thank you to the Outer Loop Theater Project for being the best. And they have Talk Hard every Thursday at 8 p.m. And it's got comedy and music and poetry and a ton of stuff. Laugh Hard is every Monday at 8. And check out all the other stuff that the Outer Loop is doing.
They're doing
They're making some cool stuff.
amazing stuff. If you're an artist, if you're a comedian, want to get involved, let us know. We love you guys so much, and see you next week.
See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.